Hi everybody, I'm back and today I'm going to show you all how to make cherry crisp. Here's what you will need. You will need 2 cans of cherry pie filling, and those are two 21-ounce cans. You will need a cup and a half of brown sugar, a half a cup of white sugar, 1 cup of flour. You will need butter and Crisco, allspice and cinnamon. You will need a pinch of salt. You will need baking powder, and you will need Quaker oats. Now, the first thing that we need to do is let's go ahead, let's move this stuff out the way, and we're going to get our pie filling down into our pan. Here's our pan, and we're just going to put the filling in there. Now, when you're making a crisp, your fruits are endless. You can put any type of fruit you want in here. You hear me? You can put fresh fruit, you can put apples, you can put peaches and blueberries, or you can mix them all up. Whatever you like to do, whatever fruit you like, that's the fruit that you use for your crisp. All right, today I'm going to use cherry because cherry crisp is delicious. You hear me? Trust me when I tell you this. It's starting to get cold outside, guys, and when I think about dessert, this is the type of dessert that I think about for fall time. Oh yeah, this is delicious. It reminds you of a pie, a deconstructed pie, and it's so delicious. You hear me? All right, look at this. So just spread your pie filling around just like so. All right. I thought about doing a peach crisp, but I said, no, let's do cherries today. Let's do something a little different. Because I did the peach cobbler dump cake, and you all have seen that video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then I did a dessert with the blueberries. So I said, let's do cherry today. Okay, get that in there just like so. And then what I like to do, I like to go in with a little bit of cinnamon. Just like that. All right. A little bit of allspice. Absolutely. And then let's mix it in just a little bit. Mix that in there. And then I'll show you how to make this beautiful crisp. If you have never made a crisp before, the crumble topping, it's so easy. And you know what, honestly, you can just eyeball the ingredients. You really don't have to measure it. I'm just giving you all measurements because a lot of you need the measurements, but you don't have to. You can just eyeball it and throw it in there. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let's put this aside. That part's done. I have my oven preheated on 350 degrees. Now, in order to make the crumble, we're going to use 1 cup of Quaker oats. Let me get my measuring cup. I'm going to go ahead and put the 1 cup of flour into my stand-up mixer. Just like so. We're going to put the 1/2 cup of white flour into the stand-up mixer. 1.5 cups of brown sugar right on in there. All right. And then we're going to measure out 1 cup of oats. And the oats that I'm using today is a quick 1-minute oat, but if you just have regular kind, that's fine too. Nothing will go wrong if you use the regular kind. This is 1 cup. Put that in there just like so. All right. And then baking powder. I'm literally going to use just a teeny bit, okay? Because I heard if you use a little bit of baking powder in your crisp or your crumble topping, it makes it a little bit crispier. It does something different to it. So we're going to put just about this much in there, okay? It looks like 1/4 of a teaspoon, I would say. And then we're going to go in with some butter, okay? I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, and I'm going to put a dollop about this much in there, okay, guys? And if I had to say how much that was, I would say about a stick of butter. All right. And I'm going to put a little less of the Crisco. This is about a half a half of that butter. If that makes any sense, guys. I know. Let's see. This is about 2 tablespoons of Crisco. I'm all over the place, guys. I am all over the place today. So here's what we're going to do. Let's move my ingredients out the way, and I'll bring the stand-up mixer a little closer so that you can see. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to try my very best to get down into my stand-up mixer so that you can see. Let's go ahead and start mixing this on a low speed. And one thing that I want you all to know is you do not have to use a stand-up mixer to mix this. You can literally take your fingers and get down in there and just kind of rub it in this motion, you know, with your flour and your butter and Crisco and everything, and just do this and you'll get the same effect. Okay, I just told myself I was going to use my stand-up mixer today. All right. Or if you have a handheld mixer, feel free to use that. All right, so I'm going to turn this on low and just let it go. All right, and make sure that your Crisco and your butter is a room temperature. All right, so we can get that consistency that we're looking for. I know a lot of people, when they're making a crisp or a crumble, they will use cold butter. All right, I like to use room temperature. I use cold butter when I'm making a crust. But when I'm making this, I like to use room temperature. All right, and you're going to get a crumble effect, and I will show you exactly what this is looking like here in a second. You can almost see that. You see that? That's awesome. Okay, let me pull this up, and I'll show you what it's looking like. Let's see. Let's turn it off. Lift it up. Can you all see down in there? This is what you're wanting. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? And see, like I said, feel free to use your hands and you'll get the same effect. What I like to do at this moment is go ahead and with some ground allspice. All right, not too much. Just as much as you would like. If you're a person that likes nutmeg, hey, put you some nutmeg in there. And I'm going to put some cinnamon just like so. All right, that's about enough. And then another thing that we're going to do is we're going to put just a pinch. And when I tell you a pinch, just a pinch of sea salt, okay? That's all we need. It'll bring out the flavors. You hear me? Trust me when I tell you that. It'll bring out the flavor, a little tiny bit more, guys. It'll bring out the flavors in that brown sugar. All right, so let's go in one more time. All right, turn it back on low. And our crisp is done. You can make this without the oats, with the brown sugar, the white sugar, the flour and butter. All right? If you want it to. This is done. You go ahead and turn that off. And let's kind of scrape everything off of there. This is going to go in the oven on 350 degrees. And when it's done, I will let you know exactly how long it took in the oven. This is the type of dessert that I want in the fall time when it's cold outside and we get hungry for a dessert. This is what I want, something that's going to stick to my bones. You hear me? Ooh, isn't this beautiful? Yes. Now, someone had told me, a really great baker, she told me, she said, now, when you're making a crisp, you make sure you put you some Crisco in there. She said it makes it nice and fluffy, and it helps it to get crispy at the same time. And it really does. It really does. And so I will always, anytime I go to make a crisp or a crumble, I'll make sure that I put that Crisco in there because it really does make a difference. Let me straighten up my counter, everybody, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. And now what I want to show you when you're putting your crisp on, all right, or your crumble, whatever you like to call it, you just kind of let it fall where it may, okay? What I don't want you all to do is pat this in. You know, I don't want you to, let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't want you to take a spatula or anything and smooth it out. Don't do that, okay? Because you want it to be nice and fluffy. All right, so just let it fall where it goes. All right, if you want some of your cherries showing through, hey, that's fine. Sometimes when I pour my crisp on, I didn't do it today, I'll put a streak down the middle and let some show around the sides. But you're going to have some of your fruit bubbling up through the crisp anyways. All right, and this is the perfect amount. This is a 12 by 9 baking dish, and this is the perfect amount of crisp that you're going to need. You hear me? All right. Boy, am I so excited. Me and my husband are going to spend some special quality time together tonight. And I figured what better way to finish off our evening with a nice romantic dessert. Okay? See that? Keep that nice and fluffed up. Don't smear it down. We're going to put this in the oven on 350 degrees. And my dessert for tonight is complete. Guys, seriously, this took me 10 minutes to prepare. And there's no fuss, no worries, no hassle. Everything that I do in this kitchen is so simple and yet so tasty, guys. You hear me? With so much flavor. Here's what I'd like to do. Let's go ahead and put us some cinnamon on here, okay? Now, don't put too much. Just enough so you can taste it and smell it and get your house smelling like the holidays, right? There you go. Let's put this in the oven, 350 degrees, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to show you that I did put this on the middle rack. Make sure you don't put it on the bottom rack or the top rack, all right? On the middle rack, and it's been 20 minutes. I'm going to let this bad boy go for a little bit longer, and then I'll come back and show you all what it looks like. Be back, everybody. Okay, everyone, I'm back. 35 minutes in the oven is all this took, guys. And my house smells so good right now. You guys hear me? I'm so excited to have this tonight. Let me get a good picture. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit better. Oh, yeah. There we go. And the big thing is when I dig down into this and you all see those cherries, oh my good. Guys, there's a piece right here. I have to. I am so sorry. Do you all want to taste that? Look at that crunchy bit right there. I have to taste this. Ooh. It's so buttery. And so delicious. Okay, guys, I know. One more. Just give me. Sorry, everybody. My phone just rang. I had to push pause. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Now, here's what we need to do. I have to let this cool down before I taste it. Otherwise, I will burn the daylights out of my mouth. So let's let this cool down. Once it cools down, I'll come back and I'll give it a taste. And I'm going to let you all know what this tastes like. Be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is cooled down for 15 minutes. Let's dig in. Okay, where do I start? I'm going to start right here. Ooh. I am ready for this treat. All right. Okay. I want to try to put it in my bowl so that the crisp stays right on top. Oh my goodness, guys. You see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me scrape that off, guys. Right into my bowl. Oh, how beautiful. All right, let me get some more. Give me that. Give me all of that. You hear me? Oh my goodness. Get that right down in there just like so. Ooh, my mouth is my mouth is watering. I know you all's mouth is watering. It has to be. This right here, Cherry Crisp 101. If you all have never had this, hey, make you some and use this recipe. You will absolutely love it. You hear me? Cherry Crisp 101. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. Guys, I seriously have to do this. Hold on. Woo-wee. Scoot that aside. And we're gonna dress this Cherry Crisp up the right way. Because you have to dress it up, guys. If you don't have vanilla ice cream to go with this, you don't know what you're missing. Hold on, let me bring it over here. Gotta get you some vanilla ice cream to go with this. Right dab on the top. Oh, hold on. I need to make this nice and beautiful. Look at that. Let me get a little bit more cherries to show through so I can have a nice thumbnail. All right. There we go. Now we're talking. And there's one more thing that I'm going to need, guys. Cool Whip. You got to have Cool Whip. You got to have you some Cool Whip to finish that night off with. Right? You can't finish a good night out without that Cool Whip right on top. Look at this, guys. Cherry Crisp. Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. Get a good picture on that. All right, let's try this. I'm so excited. I want a little bit more. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking my language. All right, let me get my spoon. So today is Saturday, and when I got up this morning, the first thing that I did was me and my 9-year-old, we started to clean the house because my house was a mess. So we started cleaning the whole house from head to toe, me and the 9-year-old. And then my husband, he cleaned the basement and the bathrooms. And then my boys are outside and they're cleaning up the yard, picking up all the leaves and everything. And we just work as a team. If you don't work as a team, guys, it won't work out. And then so I had to go to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store and I bought everything that I needed for my videos that I was going to do today. And then my husband said, he said, okay, and I'll go to the store. He went to the store to get dollar store stuff, dishwashing liquid, Pine Sol, toilet paper, paper towels, all that good stuff. And then we finished cleaning. And now, let's see, the time is 3:22 right now, and everything's done for the day. Like, everything is done. The house is done. Housework is done. The yard is done. Shopping is done. Dinner will be done by 7:30. And we're going to have a nice evening, guys. And we're going to finish our evening off with this here. This is our dessert for tonight. Look at it, guys. All right, let me dig in. Oh, man. And you all, you know I'm going to give you this first bite, right? That second bite, I'll give you a little bit of Cool Whip and ice cream. Look at this, guys. Bite that right there. There you go. Ooh-wee. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. Taste that right there. Make sure. Please promise me. Do not alter the crumble, the crisp, whatever you want to call it. Use the exact measurements of what I did. You will absolutely love this. You hear me? Whether you're using peaches, if you're using apples, cherries, mandarin oranges, whatever you decide you're going to use, you are going to love this. Taste that right there. This right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Mmm. I'm so glad that I choose to use the cherries. Because I was going to do apples. But I just made a couple apple desserts the other day. If you all enjoyed this recipe, hey, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome videos. Look at this, guys. This didn't take me but 10 minutes to prep it, right? 35 minutes in the oven on 350 and voila. Let me get some big pieces of cherries in there. Oh yeah. See that? Ooh, wait. I got a good video for you all tonight. A good dinner recipe. Make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to post that this evening. And as always, God bless. Have a great night. Thank you all for watching. Good night. Boy, that's good.